Joining us now, Ole Miss running back, one of the best in the business coming into 2023, Quinshon Judkins. And congratulations on a fantastic year. What's next?
Thank you. What's next is more to come, definitely. As long as I work hard, continue to be a great teammate, stay the course and do everything I'm supposed to do. Yeah.
When did you realize you were going to be a workhorse? Was this evident from the beginning?
Coming into the season, it was me and Zach, and then eventually 1-2 punch, and then eventually Zach got hurt, so it was more pressure and more of a load onto my end. It didn't matter to me, whatever it takes to win. So I was ready for it.
There have been, I don't know, speculation that you could get 2,000 this year. You've proved yourself. Has that entered your mind at all as a goal?
Personally, it's not really a goal number set for me or anything like that. But personally, you want to be the best player in the country. That's why you came to Ole Miss, to do that. So I think just to win and be a great player is a thing that I need to do. But as far as numbers, no, it's not a goal.
You're the only sophomore here at Media Days. I think the only true freshman to rush for more yards in the SEC was a guy named Herschel Walker. Did you know that? And have you met him?
I have not met Herschel Walker, but I was reminded of that record that I set by one of my coaches, who told me immediately after the game, I was like, bro, nobody ever did this before except you. So I was like, really exciting. That was crazy to me. That the only person that did that was Herschel Walker.
I don't know if it surprised you or how adaptable your head coach is, Lane Kiffin. I mean, everywhere he's been, he's had Heisman-winning quarterbacks, been an offensive guy. But he saw your talent, obviously Zach's talent, and maybe even Ulysses too.
Right.
And it's turned into the third best running team in the country. Did you see this coming?
Exactly. I feel like Coach Kiffin, he knows what he's doing in the schemes. Like a lot of people expected him to do like he did at his past schools and really throw the ball. And that's a part of his scheme. He not only does that, he can run the ball as well. And he doesn't have to just rush it with the running back. He can do it with anyone, as you see with Matt Corral and Jackson Dart and even Spencer Sanders. That's why he brought him in. So I feel like with Coach Kiffin, he just can use his players to produce it anywhere on the field, honestly.
3 running backs. Since the year 2000, only 3 running backs have won the Heisman. You're going to get a lot of Heisman questions. But how has the position changed in your mind just across the board? And will people recognize, obviously a great skill player like at running back for the Heisman?
Honestly, I feel like the Heisman Award is something that just comes when you don't really focus on it. I think about what matters. As far as me personally, I think about what winning and my teammates and just winning the most games I can, and just being a role player on this team. So I think the Heisman is just one of those things that comes with everything else.
Describe your running style.
I think my running style is different. I haven't seen anyone do it. A running style like me. I feel like I can get in between the tackles. I can do outside runs. I can do inside in between the tackles. I can catch the ball. You don't even have to put me in the backfield to catch the ball. I can be anywhere on the field. So I feel like me personally in my game is just really different. Yeah.
You guys, I'm not putting this on you, but you guys started 7-0. Obviously, you didn't end up where you wanted to be.
Right.
Arguably, the schedule got a little meatier at the end. What happened in the second half?
I think in the second half of the season, because at one point we're 7-0. We're coming off a lot of big wins, even on the road and at home. So I think at one point, like that last game, the last 7th win, we had a lot of injuries with a lot of our players that were role players on our team. So with that being said, we didn't have a lot of depth with the younger guys that weren't experienced enough to play because they didn't take a lot of reps in practice or in that camp before the season. So we just needed those guys to come in. We couldn't get it done. That's all it came down to.
Your head coach is a self-described king of the portal. 25 guys in the portal, 25 new faces now. You told me you know everybody on the team. It's not, you're not seeing faces. I've never seen this guy before.
Yeah.
Just the big picture question, because Ole Miss isn't the only school to do this. How do you get a locker room united that quickly?
Man, it's always special to have a group of guys who can come together for a greater cause that's bigger than themselves. So I think with our locker room, with new guys coming in all the time, I think that it's just the camaraderie that we have and the relationship we all have with each other that we build immediately when a new person comes. Like, we're building a brotherhood and a relationship because everybody has to abide by the rules that we have with the leaders of this team that they set, and everybody has this camaraderie together where they love each other, care for each other on and off the field.
So you would tell critics of the transfer portal, call it the Wild Wild West, what?
I would tell people who call it the Wild Wild West that it isn't the Wild Wild West. I would say that it's more than the Wild Wild West. I think that certain people are in certain situations that they want to better themselves, and I don't think it's just the Wild Wild West for certain things, as far as money, etc. I think it's just people want to go win at certain schools, and that's maybe what they want to go for.
What do you think personally of NIL? It seems so transactional nowadays. You know,
right.
If you're a good player, you got to get a good deal. Guys come in the door asking how much can I get, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because it's allowed. You know,
exactly.
If you're asking about what you can earn.
I think, me personally, I think NIL is not a bad thing. I think you have to use NIL for the right reasons. I think certain people and certain players don't use NIL for the right thing and to their extent. I think they use it for the wrong reasons sometimes, and a lot of people get it misconstrued because of that. So I think you just have to take advantage of the opportunity that we as players in college have.